Good evening and welcome back everybody to episode 44 of Quickfire Crypto, where we keep you informed on a bi-daily basis. If you are interested in keeping up to date on all things crypto, then subscribe to the channel. We put out a new video every 12 hours. So today we're going to be talking about an article from CoinDesk's business section, and it's written by Fran Velasquez. And this is titled, Binance Exec says firm's centralized exchange may not be around in 10 years. Chief Strategy Officer Patrick HILLMAN said the exchange may become obsolete because of the crypto industry's move towards decentralized finance. Patrick HILLMAN, Chief Strategy Officer of Binance, said the company's centralized exchange may not exist in 10 years because the crypto market is moving towards decentralized finance. For now, the exchange is trying to keep customers' trust after the collapse of rival exchange FTX by implementing proof of reserves, which is a way to show customers that their assets are fully backed. But the process has been slow, HILLMAN said Thursday on CoinDesk's First Mover program. And so I think the reason he's saying this is because centralization in finance, in finance in general, in life in general actually, wherever there's value concerned, which it encompasses the world of finance because finance represents value, centralization poses risks because centralization requires trust. A bank is a centralized entity, and you have to, if you've got money in the bank, you have to trust them. There's an element of trust there that they will not, for example, run away with your money. So whenever you put money or deposit money in the bank, you are trusting that they will not do something stupid with that money or run away or do something criminal with it, because they could. And it's the same with governments. You have to trust that they're not going to make up stupid laws. You have to trust anything centralized. An exchange is no different. You have to trust that that they've got the reserves that they say they've got. And in light of what's been happening with FTX and SBF, that trust is being destroyed. And we're going back to crypto's sort of grassroots movement of no trust, that we shouldn't have any trust, we shouldn't have any centralization because it poses a risk. If we want a truly decentralized world where trust is not required, then we have to make all the systems that run on that transfer value, not just currencies like cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, but smart contracts on Ethereum. So all the contracts in the world, pretty much, whether it be a solicitor's contract or a lawyer's contract or a rental contract, any kind of property contract, anything that requires a contract can be put on Ethereum. Because really a contract is really a piece of paper that says, if this happens, then this should happen. So, for example, if you don't pay your rent, then you will be evicted. And that's a contract between two parties, between a landlord and a tenant, and that's all the contract is. It's an if, and then a then. So it's not complicated, and that's already been done in smart contracts in Ethereum. And so everything, you can write your own smart contract, and you can say, if this happens, then I want this to happen. So if this person buys this piece of artwork. If this person sends X amount of funds to this smart contract, then the smart contract will release the piece of art to the person that's paid the thing. Now, until they do it, until they send the money to the smart contract, then the smart contract will not release the piece of art. And so it doesn't require any trust. There's no auction house in the middle. There's just no trusted party. There's no third party. So that means there's no risk anymore. The only risk in the whole thing is the code written correctly, and is to make sure there's no bugs in the code, and so that has to be audited. But really everything can be decentralized, and it is being done, and it's being worked on. And this is the whole dream of crypto. The whole aim is to get rid of middlemen get rid of anything that's not efficient. It's not efficient. Banks are not efficient at all. If you as an individual can keep a hold of your own money, and you don't need a bank, then and you can spend it and earn it as you want to go and save and invest and do whatever you want to do. And if you can do that all from your phone or however you want to do it on your laptop or your computer, then you don't need a bank. There's no reason to have a bank in the middle. There's no reason to have a middleman. And plus, not only is it a third party, but it's expensive. You've got to, banks charge, or they for their services, and they're profitable businesses. Well, they have to make profit from somewhere, so they profit from us, and so it's not ideal. Now, Binance, alongside other prominent crypto-based companies, is participating in an industry recovery initiative for Web3 to help fund startups in the industry. The exchange said it will contribute up to $2 billion from its corporate reserves, which HILLMAN said are separate from its custody reserves where users' funds are held. He added that the exchange is confident in its reserves, and despite not disclosing how much money is held on its corporate account, the exchange is implementing its Merkle tree analysis, which is a way users can verify their assets on the platform. HILLMAN claimed that while Binance is larger than New York Stock Exchange, London Stock Exchange, and almost the Tokyo Stock Exchange combined, it is a little bit embarrassed about how slow it has been to set up a proof of reserve system. Yeah, this should have been done a long time ago. This should have been done with FTX. If this had been done before with, 6 months, a year ago with FTX, Binance, all the big players, all the big exchanges, we wouldn't have this mess with FTX, because we would have found out that they didn't have any money, they didn't have any reserves, they were lending it all out to Alameda. So this is a great thing that centralized exchanges are proving what they've got and what they haven't got. But it still doesn't get away from the fact that Binance and all the other centralized exchanges are centralized, and we need to get away from that long term. Of course, we have to be realistic as well, and nowadays we have to have centralization because we haven't built the infrastructure. The crypto infrastructure is not built yet, but every day it's getting there, and so that's why this guy's saying in 10 years he believes that there will be no centralized exchanges and it'll be decentralized, because it's the way to go. In the end, the marketplace is going to mandate this. That is it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, HILLMAN said. We should have seen this a long time ago, and now we're playing catch up. It's good for everybody. It's good for when they prove their reserves with these Merkle tree proofs. It's good for you as a user, so it's good for us as individuals. It's good for the exchange, because then people know and can trust that brand because they know that the reserves are there. It's good for the government and the regulators, because they know also that there's no scams and no nonsense going on, no criminality going on. It's just good for everybody. It just makes sense for everybody if they do this. So it really should have been done a long time ago, and it should be now it should be an industry standard until we get to that decentralized, where everything's decentralized across the board. So thank you for listening and watching. Remember, everybody, to subscribe to the channel, join our team. We will keep you updated on all things crypto every 12 hours. Smash the like button, please, if you feel you got value from this video, and I'll see you all in 12 hours.